McLaughlin jumped out on him. Jake took a couple of dribbles, now feeds it back out on top. Here's Darling, his three ball no. Isaiah Griffin with the put back, good.
Oh, that was a man.
Here's Carson Tout, and that little floater in the paint is good, and he's got 17.
And Carson Tout has not missed a shot tonight.
Here is Isaiah Griffin. Spin move on Abelman. Steps back, hits the jumper. That's good. Free throw line. Finds Abelman. He drives down the right side of the lane. Puts up a jump shot. No. And a rebound scooped off the deck by Dylan Darling. Long pass ahead. Isaiah Griffin, left side. Lay it up and
all out.
So the Bengals down 4, 2:50 left in the basketball game. 3 timeouts each team. Possession arrow belongs to the Lumberjacks. Here is Darling on his 33 points. Working against Jaden Jackson. Hands it off. Isaiah Griffin drives into the paint against Trent McLaughlin. The turnaround jumper good. Isaiah
43% this year. To a cutting Darling. All good movement. Griffin short on the 3. No foul on the come down. Darling, good spatial awareness. He saw Cook. Interior pass to Griffin, who finishes. How about that movement? Back to McLean, but blew it. He had the bucket open. Another turnover. Darling there. Up to Griffin. Through contact, he got it. Oh, what a great sequence. Dylan Darling. Back for Burgeon. Long 3. No. Great rebound. Second chance from Griffin. He got it.
I think he's great.
Okay. There's Griffin. No. Second chance. Couldn't get it. Third. No. Idaho State, the offensive rebounding is incredible. And the flush from Isaiah Griffin. Man.
Not just in the Big Sky, but maybe in the country. Tyler Russ has one of the quickest triggers for a guy that's 6'7". He gets that ball off extremely quick. So in transition, if you're in defense, you got to get to him quickly.
Beg your pardon, it's Idaho by 7. Idaho State trying to cut into this lead. O'Neal on the baseline, nice dish there to Griffin.
You start off with a flare screen for Colton Mitchell to try to see if he can get some offense going, but he's also a great facilitator. Besides being a great scorer, Colton Mitchell has great vision and can find his teammates.
Kind of been the story on both sides where the top shooters drawing that defense and then kicking it, as Dylan Darling did there, to the driving Isaiah.
Down at Weber, 27 points, 13 rebounds on Thursday.
Bengals back on the attack. Daberco handles out on top. Gives off to Jake O'Neal. Jake with the crossover. Gets down the right side of the lane. He's got Skuta on him. Kicks it back over. Now Isaiah Griffin. Drive. Pull up. Jump shot. Good. Get it ahead. That's Skuta. Far side. Bailey Nunn. His three-pointer off the iron. And the rebound into the hands of Darling. Ahead to Isaiah Griffin. Isaiah's got a little smaller man on him than Bailey Nunn. Pull-up jumper off the baseline is good. And I like Australia. Gets all the way inside. Throws it high off the glass. It didn't draw iron. Rebound came out of there to Green. Get it ahead now to Bergen. AJ down to Isaiah. Now on the left side, the pull-up baseline jumper is good.
That baseline, on that free throw line, I'm watching those guys go at it for that defensive rebound, and man, they are going at it hard.
Here's Darling, wide right now for Isaiah Griffin. Smaller man on him, pull-up baseline jumper. I mean, went up and missed the layup off the glass, but got his own tip. And that's going to be the problem the Bengals are going to have right now with Daberco and Otten on the bench.
Yes.
Those big guys are going to have some free reign. Here is another pull-up baseline jumper. For side, lay it up and in.
Bengals going to have to double-team Miller in the post.
There's a pass ahead. Isaiah Griffin left alone. 3-ball, bang! Isaiah Griffin. Mountain gets on the baseline. Jump shot, no. The tip up, in and out. Missed by Trevon Minot. And the loose ball comes to Dylan Darling. Darling, he looked like he wanted to fire a long pass down there, but waited on it. Now gets to the free throw line. Needs some help. Isaiah Griffin pops out on the right side. Isaiah, drive, pull up, 15-footer good.
Isaiah's shooting with some confidence tonight. That's what led to the travel.
So Bengals with the ball and leading it 40-31. They find Isaiah Griffin. Isaiah spinning. He's got Keont Myers on him. Fall away. Jumper. True. And Isaiah Griffin all year long. They've got a slight edge here tonight at 20-17.
The last time these two teams played, Portland State actually out-rebounded them 43-38, although the Bengals had the advantage on the offensive glass.
Dylan Darling with the basketball. Gets a screen from Jackson. Comes to the near side corner, and Isaiah Griffin continues his high.
Back on the floor against his press.
1:47 to go in the basketball game. Jake O'Neal gets it into Dylan Darling.
Full court pressure.
Double team, and now gets pinned up. Skip pass over here, Jake O'Neal.
Wow! Did Jake get off the floor to catch that?
I think he might have been at the limit of his vertical leap, but thank goodness for him, he was able to get
Wow, did he go up for that?
11 seconds, 10 seconds to shoot, 1:25, and the clock ticking down here. Idaho State up by 7 at 73-66. Otten tries to set a screen. Darling underneath. Isaiah Griffin, that's going to be basket interference, and it'll be a field goal for Isaiah.
With Joe Pridgeon taking an early seat and seeing Jalen Foy into the game, just trying to mix some things up, and you've got Foy's size, which can help on the glass, and maybe something defensively.
And 4 minutes in this game, but 2 points, 3 rebounds, and that follow dunk. The crowd appreciated his effort as he takes a seat on the bench. Kai Johnson has been a menace on the defensive end as well.
Really frustrated with that foul call. Kai Johnson had some questions for the officials, and just an interesting whistle so far, but you can say that about both sides.
Threes in 7 of the last 8 games. He's led the team in scoring a team high 7 times this year. Grizz up by 15. The Bengals searching for answers. Isaiah Griffin had them in Pocatello, and he's got a nice free throw. Been great tonight, and Joe Pridgeon has the reverse layup.
Some big buckets here for Montana to try to stem the momentum there, and boy, Idaho State keeps coming.
And by 9 at the break, it's just been a slog here in the second half. Bengals behind Dylan Darling. He has 30 points in the game, and 17 of them here in the second half. Griffin turns the corner against Kai Johnson. His turnaround will fall home.
Boy, it's a tough one to dispute, but nonetheless, it's Idaho State's ball, and see if it can pay off, and it does.
Starts and stops, draws a double team, gets on the deck, saves the possession, throws it away. Darling has it. Griffin, the enforcer, to the rim. He gets the bucket to fall as the great play. Johnson's runner off the mark. No. One final possession for A.J. Bergen. Up ahead to Griffin. The layup will fall.
So both teams are really pushing the tempo, Tony, really up and down the court. Open for the layup.
6 to 10 strong guys every game. So working on his craft was a way to get to for him to get to the rim. And then the mental aspect of it all. He said adjusting to your own, but he credits his family for building a strong foundation. Both of his parents played at Central Washington. His little brother Brady just committed to playing at Boise State. And when I asked him who the better ball player was, he laughed and said, "Me, duh." As the Wildcats still.
Point guard for Idaho State, Dylan Darling. Washington State transfer. He's had a 57-point weekend. 28 against Eastern Washington on Thursday, or 28 against the Idaho Vandals on Saturday. Making a bid for Big Sky Conference Player of the Week. Connor Hollenbeck has the basketball for Idaho State now on the right side. Swing it over to the left to O'Neal. They'll bring it back out on top. 4 to shoot. Isaiah Griffin spot up. The 3 ball good. ISU lead to 3 at 41-38. Here's Connor Hollenbeck. He'll work out on top. Bounce pass on the right elbow. Evan Otten finds Jake O'Neal wide left. Tried to get a little give and go. Wasn't there. Here's Hollenbeck. Kick to the corner. Isaiah Griffin's 3 ball is good. From Mims. Tried to go with a little pick and roll. Whip it over. And the pass stolen by Connor Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck to Isaiah Griffin. Lay it up and in. Actually got a reaction out of him. He turned and kind of chuckled. So there you go. Hey, officials have a sense of humor, too.
Exactly.
5-point lead for Idaho State. Dylan Darling handles, trying to drive against Julius Mims. Gets all the way underneath, comes to the corner. Here's a 3-point field goal. And ball, Linhart, rims out, no. Tip, no. Rebound, Jake O'Neal. Gets it to Jackson Green. He'll bring it over here, and up the left side comes Dylan Darling. Darling, watched closely by Colton Mitchell. Former AAU teammates and cohorts. Here is another jump shot. Isaiah Griffin. Here's Maruss. Tyler Maruss spots up that 3 ball off the back iron. High up in the air. Jake O'Neal is able to get that rebound. And Idaho State looking to build on an 8-point lead. Mims shuts down Isaiah Griffin. Got him in the air. Isaiah puts it up and in. Set for a while as Maruss hits them both. So 41-33, the lead at 8 for the Bengals as Dylan Darling, slow waist-high dribble across the timeline, goes to the left side. Hollenbeck. Here is Isaiah Griffin, pull up jump shot, good. Isaiah.
He's definitely starting to heat up in the second half here.
Bengals have it with Daberco. Now Jackson Green. Jaden Brown. Over to A.J. Bergen. And here is Isaiah Griffin driving to the bucket, scoring. Who leads the Big Sky Conference in blocks.
Yeah, I was just going to say the Big Sky Conference leader in block shots, and you can see why there.
Here's O'Neal to Darling. Left wing or right wing, and a 3-ball, and Ripman. Sebastian Hartman knocks down the triple. That's his 3rd field goal tonight, his 7th point. On the other end, Isaiah Griffin gets free and hits the running baseline layup.
3, count it, Jalen Henderson. He's already got all 5 of the Vikes points.
Vikings leading scorer, but a lot of balance on this team. Henderson averaging 13.2 a game. Turnaround shot baseline, good for Isaiah Griffin. Count it, not. With that long wingspan, rips the rebound out of there. Vikings give up the rock. 3-on-2 break. Darling attacking hard from the wing. Leaves it for Griffin, who lays it in, and he's fouled. Coburn not happy about something as he pleads his case to Rick Bansell. Now Darling on the handle. Interesting mismatch, or matchup rather, with the long defender Henderson. Griffin got a step. That's goaltending on Isaiah Johnson.
Talking with the broadcaster for the Bengals before the game, and I said the Hornets can be dangerous when they get hot with their shooting because they have 5 players who are good three-point shooting players, but sometimes they're ice cold and sometimes they're red hot. Hornets up 12-4 in the early going. Oh, the little baseline.
Hollenbeck. Grizzlies in the gray uniforms with the maroon and kind of white trim. Bengals in the home whites with the orange and black trim. Black numerals trimmed in orange. Out on top, it's Jake O'Neal. He's picked up out there by Joe Pridgeon. Get it back over to Darling. Dylan whips a pass over to Isaiah Griffin. Tried to take it off the dribble against Money Williams. Pulls up, and that is a good sign. Dunk of the year to make it 2-2.
Yeah, Bengals really blew the switch on that give and go.
So they're going to say that I didn't catch it. They had made that first field goal by Isaiah Griffin. They said his toe was on the line for 2. This one's behind the line, and that one rattles home. And so now on the left side, and going down hard, Jackson Green, fire it out. Money Williams, 3-ball rattles out. Rebound to O'Neal. Bounce pass off of Darling's hands into Isaiah Griffin's possession. He gets it down low, spins off the glass, rattles home. And Isaiah Griffin with his first field goal of the night.
And he is a lot like Dyson Kohler and the young man from Montana State we saw Thursday night, in that the Bengals have to get out on him. They cannot let Patterson stand out there and shoot threes all night.
Jake O'Neal holds the ball for Idaho State, wide on the angle left. Goes to the baseline against Money Williams. Now out on top. Here is Isaiah Griffin. A 3-ball to answer Patterson, and he knocks off the brace on that right knee.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be bothering. I'm assuming it's a preventative measure from an old injury maybe. Connor Hollenbeck on top. Gives to Jackson Green. Green hands it off to A.J. Bergen. Thought about pulling up for the jumper. Instead, they get it to Isaiah Griffin. His 15-foot jump shot is good. For the safety of the rim, he just goes after it.
And the Bengals just throw it away, run it down, fortunately.
Montana back out on top with our 3rd lead change here in the last, 3 minutes or so. 2.5, 3 minutes. Money Williams keeps an eye. Here is a 3-ball on the way, and that's good. And that is...
Bengals have an advantage. They can take advantage of it here.
Here is a 3-point attempt missed by Isaiah Griffin. Rebound, Jake O'Neal. Comes to Griffin, the layup. 7 of 11. Here is a pull-up 3-ball straight away. Rims out for Malik Moore. The rebound to Hollenbeck. Quickly up the left side. Darling wants to attack. He's got Austin Patterson on him. Brings it back out. Here's O'Neal. Swinging around right side now. Driving off the wing is Isaiah Griffin. Gets down on the block with Kai Johnson on him. Turnaround jumper. My goodness. Interesting to talk to the coaches postgame about how they did that and what adjustments they made. There's a missed shot by Moore. Pass up the floor. It's Isaiah Griffin. Tax dumps it to Evan Otten, the shot left short. Rebound, Isaiah Griffin, lay it up and for their first lead of the night.
For Bengals, that's memories of Dyson Kohler of Weber State Saturday night. He came out and hit 5 straight threes.
Otten to Darling. Darling working a dribble top of the circle against Mullins. Now over to the right wing. Driving, kicking is O'Neal to Isaiah Griffin. Back to Jake. Here is a 3-ball put up, and that's good by Here's Daberco trying to back down. Brandon Walker flips up a shot that won't go, but it's Isaiah Griffin there to...
Good hustle by Isaiah Griffin to keep it alive.
Zephyr drive, kick, corner, 3-ball. McMahon, no. Rebound to Blake Daberco. Gives it up here to Dylan Darling. Long pass ahead. Connor Hollenbeck gives it up. Isaiah Griffin, left side late. Goal of the night.
Just inside the 3-point arc. And if you listen to the analytics experts, that's the worst shot in basketball.
Yeah.
Except when it goes down.
Exactly. Jade Mullins, 2 years at St. Mary's and 2 years at Washington State. Grad student playing now in Bozeman. Darling looking for some help as he was pinned up out on top by Agbon Polo. Finds Isaiah Griffin. He'll pull up a jumper over his man. That was right over. Yeah, but they're shooting the ball pretty well. Idaho State's 5 of their first 8, while Weber is 5 of their first 7. So both teams shooting at a high clip here. And Dylan Darling, he's got a career high or a season high 22 for Idaho State. He's already almost halfway there with 8. Here is a pull-up jump shot, and that's good by Isaiah Griffin. And then all of a sudden, Weber State has built their lead to 9.
Biggest of the game.
Otten, O'Neal, he'll work on top. Jake, one dribble with his right hand. Now they're going to give it off to Dylan Darling, and Dylan splits defenders. Now Isaiah Griffin going to drive off the corner. He gets the bucket to go. And
off balance after that one. And more second chance opportunities now for the Bengals.
16-point lead. Nice indoor cut pass. AU 55-40. Bowser in the Wistersill to Tout. Back to Wistersill. Touch pass. Wistersill got deep. There's Otten closing the door at the rim. Access absolutely denied by Evan Otten. Crossover and driving. Spin on Bowser and kick out to Hollenbeck. Griffin, face up. Short left corner, including the guy who went rolling over the courtside seats, Evan Otten. Thank goodness he's still on the court. Here's Isaiah Griffin. Step back, fade away. Oh, that.
And a save on the baseline by Evan Otten. We talked about this. The team that wins the rebounding battle here tonight is probably going to be the deciding factor because everything else so even with these teams. Here is Jake O'Neal. Drive, kick to the corner. Isaiah Griffin wanted to drive, now steps back, gives it up to A.J. Bergen, who mishandled. He's going to try to refeed it to Isaiah in that corner. He's got it, drives, hangs, spins,
Boy,
shot
nice
good. Move. To 3. Bengals down to 8 to shoot. Here's Isaiah Griffin. Has his shot blocked. Gets it back. Lays it up and in.
Great second.
Physical player.
Well, and when Welling had a lot of his success in the first half, it was when Otten was out of the game. I mean, you saw Otten's help defense earlier when they went to him to start this half.
So it'll be Utah Valley with the lead at 39-38. Here is Isaiah Griffin. Wants to drive in. Welling shuts him off. They'll bring it back out to A.J. Bergen and reset it. Jackson Green handles the ball up on top. One dribble, hand it back to A.J. A.J. had the ball tipped.
Good hustle.
Isaiah Griffin saves it. Isaiah's got Jackson Slocum there. He's going to body up, puts up the shot. It's good. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line.
But it has tightened up.
It definitely has. 7-4 offensive rebounds in favor of Idaho State. Here is Isaiah Griffin looking for the 3 from the right wing, and it's a Mountain America Credit Union. Here to Kakoa Beard, now Mestroff, little double team, and good help defense by Otten there out on the perimeter, creates a turnover. As they get the ball into the front court, Quentin Meza, he'll work between the rings. Now go wide right for Isaiah Griffin. Griffin holds and kicks over to the far side for Meza. Far side corner, Otten. Shot clock down to about 10. Here's Jake O'Neal. Gets into the paint. Finds Isaiah Griffin underneath. Little reverse lay by Kakoa Beard. They come the other way. Seba Roquid leans in. Can't get it to go. A.J. Bergen clears the carom for Idaho State. Ahead to Isaiah Griffin. Bodies up. Left side layup. Good. Underneath they go. Soren Dalen. Hook shot. Rolls off the iron harmlessly and falls into the hands of Idaho State's Jake O'Neal. Outlet pass up the right side to get it to Bergen. Into the paint. Isaiah Griffin. Spin it up off the glass. Nice drop. Handles out on top. Gets it to Vaughn. Had his shot blocked, and the loose ball picked up off the floor by A.J. Bergen. And on the other end, Isaiah Griffin laying 12 in the game for Jake O'Neal. And then a turnover, and coming the other way is Quentin Meza. Meza to Isaiah Griffin, and he elevates and flushes with his hands on it. Ended up with an easy one on the other end there for Walla Walla. Connor Hollenbeck holds in the far side corner. Bring it back out on top. Underneath they go. Isaiah Griffin reversed under the bucket. Darling. Bengals have a chance. Dump it over. Isaiah Griffin right side missed the layup. Got his own rebound. Powers it up and scores it. Good hustle. Good. Or I missed it. Either way, Idaho State has their biggest lead of the night of 44-35 right now. And trying to build on that. Jackson Green. Jackson, O'Neal, out on top, right or left side over there for Dylan Darling. Underneath they go, and it's Isaiah Griffin with it. And the second free throw, that one not good, and the rebound to Jake O'Neal.
Jake just keeps adding to his rebound total. That's 15 now.
Gets the ball into the front court to Connor Hollenbeck. I'm going to take a second to tell you a quick story. So we were at the Big Sky Conference tournament last year, and you know the guy I'm talking about that sat right next to us a couple nights. He had this scoop. He goes, I got this scoop on this guy coming from College of Idaho. And I already knew. Underneath they go to Isaiah Griffin for the layup.
Of controlling him. Right. There's a steal by Oral Roberts.
And there's a three-pointer missed by Darius Robinson Jr.
Hollenbeck is getting manhandled.
And
5 seconds to shoot as Bruns goes to work, spots it up. This time he's too strong, and the rebound grabbed by Isaiah Griffin. And he goes end to end plus the foul. As many as 15 a couple of different times. That's where it stands now as the Bengals get it inbounded. Here's Meza, but the pressure doesn't stop. Hollenbeck takes the handoff, and Bergen cannot get around Forte. Here's Meza now. 15-footer for Griffin is good. The back iron, Ott in the offensive rebound. Hollenbeck tries the three. That won't go. Another board. This time for Griffin, and he puts it back.
Shot clock gets the shot away, and then Dylan Darling, after it was saved down there, gets it ahead to Jackson Green. Isaiah Griffin came up with it. He gets the layup to find a shot and just not able to get it off. Here's Candle, and he'll put up another triple try. That won't go, and the rebound by Daberco, saved, and up the floor with it, A.J. Bergen. Nice bounce pass to Isaiah Griffin, left side, lay it up. And
talking about the fact that Montana State took Northwestern down to the wire yesterday out of the Big Sky. He said, well, it's hard to tell, you know, all these games we're playing these big-time teams on the road. Griffin, that's his first bucket.
In D.C.
That's fair. You had the Nationals.
Darling,
you won a World Series when you were a kid. You're fine.
Last game with at Oregon State, he had 12 points in that one.
Yeah, he had his moments at Oregon State. You know, obviously the Titans got off to a good first half in that one before, you know, the unpleasantness happened.
Robinson.
I held back. You don't know how hard that was for me.
I'm proud of you.
To scream. I saw the whole play unfolding. Great presence of mind when you're on the floor. I know a lot of these kids, they look to call a timeout, but no, he found the open man, fed him, and it was an easy deuce.
There's really no difference between the shot clock and the game clock. What a way for the Titans to take the lead here. ISU searching for the final shot. Titans with hellacious defense.
Guard O'Neal.
Griffin with
He's wide
four.
Open right now. I don't like this.
Griffin to the cup, gets it to go, and that'll do it here.
There.
Ball inbounded here to Otten, who's been neutralized. Shot clock expires. He hits the iron. Rebound to Hollenbeck. And look at that, another offensive rebound. Number 18, he's down for Griffin. Second chance points, a killer. But they're looking to get to the cup. Darling swings. Three, Bergen can't hit. Rebound, Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck, though, facing a difficult double. Darling's alone, thought about it, but Bynum able to close him out.
Yeah, once again, the offensive rebounds killing the Titans.
Darling on the post. Back out, Isaiah Griffin. Step back, hand in his face. Don't matter, though, as he gives the
ball. So how much does strength of schedule play in early on with some of the competition that Idaho State has already played as compared to USD, albeit only being 3 games each?
They got 3 games in Southern California, beginning with today's contest. They'll go to UCLA as well. An early Truitt driving, ball tipped away, now ahead for Idaho State. Layup good on the other end of the floor. Oh, great sign for USD. Truitt driving. Back out, this one stolen away. Another turnover forced by Idaho State. Down the floor and good. Underneath, Jamerson, the block shot, but the layup is there.
Ball, they came in shooting over 50% as a team.
So it's Darling again on the attack, trying to go underneath to Isaiah Griffin. He catches it, and it was a tough out on top to Juhala. Juhala gets it back, and he'll pop for a 3 ball straight away. Shot not good. Rebound out of there to Dylan Darling. Darling all the way in. Dump it off to Connor Hollenbeck. He mishandled it. Darling there to clean it up, though. Isaiah wants to drive against Whitaker, but decides better of it. Bengals pull it back out and reset. 13 on the shot clock. 8:59 to go here in the game. Dylan Darling all the way underneath. He gets it to Isaiah Griffin and an athletic move.
Each. Now he's got 14.
Makes the second. 71-53. Idaho State by 18 here. As we've got 7:35 to go. Dylan Darling. He'll work against Elijah Jackson. Over to Isaiah Griffin, who gets 3 on the baseline. Here's Elijah Jackson. He got inside. That shot won't go. Tipped it up and was kept alive by Jake O'Neal. And it came to Isaiah Griffin. Isaiah gets inside and another scoop and score.
Burns with the basketball. We're ready to go. Game 2 of the regular season. Up it goes and away we go in game 2. And Dylan Darling with the basketball for Idaho State. A skip inside for O'Neal. Works on Elohim, the freshman. Swings around the arc for Otten. A ton of transfers on both sides for USC and Idaho State. Shot clock is at 5. It's a 3-ball from Griffin from Sierra Canyon. Obviously, everyone remembers Bronny last season. Kajani Wright was here for a couple seasons as well, and then a walk-on Zach Brooker came from Sierra Canyon. And now Isaiah Elohim. He has Dylan Darling. 7 on the shot clock. Darling off the dribble. Kicks it. Great pass. To the free throw. Largest lead of the second half.
Josh Cohen has 3 offensive boards so far today.
Inside, and his jumper turns on the Jets to the cup, blocked out of bounds, or not out of bounds, but Cohen with the rejection. O'Neal to Darling.
And it was Slackard guarding Darling that time. He was able to keep the pace with the point guard of Idaho State.
Darling inside, drops it off. Up and in.
O'Neal, though, he's a guy that is very experienced. Another year of college basketball. Has quite the story we'll touch on later. But all 6 points for Idaho State coming from one of their 2 team captains. Play it down low with a short corner to Isaiah Griffin. Turnaround 2 is good off window.
One of the highest recruits, and we know he can do that, and they're going to need that tonight.
Shannon made headlines when he decommitted from Arizona in May. And immediately announced his commitment to Bobby Hurley and the Sun Devils. As you know, just absolutely pleased Arizona State fans. There's a 3 from the wing. Is an open floor. Freeman kick out. Mason a spot up triple. No good off iron. Jihad came soaring in after the offensive rebound. Could not get it though. And here come the Bengals in transition. Griffin hoists and connects for 3. Give me a player comp. He said it's hard to compare someone that is just 17, but I'll give you a name, and people locally here in the Valley will like this. Amari Stoudemire was the comparison he came up with.
And you know what's great about Amari Stoudemire is that he also grew in his time in the NBA. His style grew. He started out, I'm just going to dunk everything. And then he brought it back out, elbows, just like we see